It's helpful to get into the practice of focusing on your breath. The breath is very overlooked and very important in our Kundalini activation and Ascension stages. So be aware of your breath as you're breathing in our space that we are creating. Just keep breathing the body in and out. The inhale is just as important as the exhale. Seems like we're more emphasis on the exhale when it's, if not as important, to gather all the intelligence and light information on the inhale. So focus and allow your inhale to be full, just as full as your exhale. All right, so we are at the 11th minute now for our mass meditation of December. Thank you for being a part of our space. So for the topic this month, it's kind of a big one. It's Kundalini activation and just organically stepping into these ascension stages. So a lot of people are somewhat unfamiliar with what Kundalini activation truly means. And I have like an analogy, a visual that I really like that helps me understand Kundalini activation. You all kind of remember and know of the, like on 4th of July, the light filament sticks that glow in the dark. But the thing about them is they are not lit at first. When you receive them, they're dark. They're not activated. They're lying dormant or suppressed, so to say. And it's not until you actively break or actively do some force of action to allow that force to break, to allow that light to then be seen. So then we have our beautiful light filament stick that's like a bioluminescence energy, which is very similar to the light body energy that we have within. Our bodies are very easily thought of instead of this physical dense body. But our true avatar, is this bioluminescence light energy, simply made up of sound waves and light frequency. So when we have waves and circles, that's what creates our geometries. You can kind of see in my Metatron's cube shape back here. But everything is light and sound waves, and then we can see these geometric shapes. So keep this in mind as we continue to dive into our Kundalini activation. Our Kundalini in our body, it lays dormant at the very base of our spine. Imagine at the base of your coccyx, where you sit, your sit bones, your spine sitting there is where your Kundalini energy sits. And unfortunately, throughout history and time, there is a negative alien agenda in place to allow that energy to stay suppressed, because the secret is, if we have our Kundalini activation active and all our chakras aligned and our pineal gland is activated and aligned with our silver cord and everything is oneness, that is when our true powers really start to step in. But unfortunately, the agendas know about these, how amazing it can be to be our full potential multi-dimensional selves. So they have put in programs, unfortunately, to suppress and allow our Kundalini energy, another name for Kundalini energy, life force energy, your prana, your chi, that is all lying dormant at the spine if you are unaware. So these programs in place that are filled with chemicals and our clothing that we wear and the food we eat, the air we breathe, all these things are unfortunately designed to hijack our beautiful light body activated system. It is so important at this time, this specific time and space, as we are moving closer to our winter solstice portal, that we are going to be setting our intentions. We are truly allowing the consent to ourselves to be only activated and full of light, full of love. So when we are aware of these programs in place and we start to allow our bodies to cleanse and clear and align and balance, that is when we can start really aligning with these timelines and dimensions. Each chakra correlates to a timeline and a dimension, and as we clear and activate our Kundalini as it rises up our spine, we tap into those dimensions, those timelines, those hidden parts of ourselves, those answers and intelligence. It's literally scattered everywhere until we can kind of bring it in, harness it, and allow it to align and balance. So with all of that said, I would like to do a few Kundalini activations to really balance our body and get in alignment and allow our light body to activate, our aura to brighten and intensify and radiate, where that is the mission here. So I'd please ask you now to close our eyes and really get into a space of meditation where we clear the clutter and the thoughts that are controlling our system without subconscious thoughts. The programs that are put in place have easily allowed our thoughts to become without awareness, and then we give our power away when we do so. So when we come into a meditative space, we really are allowed to take control and give consent only to what we allow within our body, what thoughts we allow to control our beautiful light ship body vessel. So with the first Kundalini activation, I would like to bring our attention to the breath. Another name, as I mentioned before, for Kundalini is your prana, your life energy. So your prana, as it begins to climb up your vertical column, your spine, it climbs naturally through organic ascension, but only when it is fed breath, life force, energy. So it's very important to come to our breath. The first practice I would like to do is called a Pranayama, which is a prana breathing exercise. This prana breathing exercise allows the left and right brains to hemispheres come together as one. And this really is important in activating our prana, or Kundalini, bringing both our hemispheres so that masculine and feminine emerge as one. So to do this breath exercise, you take your thumb and cover one nostril and take a deep breath in. And when you get to the top, you exhale out of your other nostril. Switch your thumb to your other nostril and exhale. Now inhale out of that same nostril. But exhale out of the other nostril, covering that other nostril you were just inhaling from. Now we're going to do a few rounds of this breathing exercise, allowing the breath to go from one side of the brain to the other. So inhale, covering one nostril. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale the other nostril. Do this a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale your other nostril. And feel the cool breath and your brain really activating and oxygenating your cells. Now we'll just breathe normally for a couple breaths. You can feel your cells in your brain as they're buzzing and activating. It's very good practice to come into to regularly focus your breath and clean out our chakra systems. Now with our breath cleared and both our hemispheres merged as one, we are going to move into our next practice. This is going to be focusing on our Kundalini activation at the base of our spine. This is going to be focusing on each chakra. As each chakra awakens, the importance of each chakra is that it correlates to each dimension. your first chakra, your root chakra, correlating to the first dimension. But it is also the unconscious mind. It's where we get grounded and rooted. So imagine now your root chakra. It is red, and I would like you to visualize it as a cone upside down. So it's like a vortex getting ready to accept energy. So if you can imagine like a cone upside down with the wide base at the bottom, pulling energy up. So now visualize this red chakra at the sit bones here. We're going to be inhaling and exhaling. And as we do that, envision it absorbing and activating all the energy and life force energy from within Mother Gaia, from the ground. You're grounding and absorbing. So inhale. Visualize that vortex, brightening, expanding, red. Exhale. Inhale again, and it's continuing to clear and cleanse. And exhale. The root chakra is cleansing and brightening. The red cleansing is now turning crystalline. It is merging into like seed crystals that are planted at your root bones here. Now inhale a couple more times with the visual of this red crystalline diamond, clean and clear up your sit bones. Very good. Now we are going to move up to our next chakra, which is our sacral chakra. It is right at, you could imagine right above your pelvis. It represents the color orange. And instead of that cone vortex, which is drawing the energy up, we're visualizing now more of a wheel, bringing energy in on both sides of your spine, from the front and back of you. So this, as you inhale, should be spinning and cleansing and brightening as we go. So now we are at the sacral chakra, orange, and we're going to start breathing. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Allow your intentions to be pure and cleansed at this sacral chakra. Inhale again. Allowing your life force energy to continue up your chakras. You can climb up your vertical column when your chakras are cleansed and open. Your Kundalini no longer lies dormant as you're activating your chakra crystalline energy vortices. We're going to climb up even higher now into our third chakra, our solar plexus chakra. This is a yellow color. It is also similar to the orange. It is going to be like a wheel spinning, cleansing in and out from behind and in front of our spines. Inhale and imagine the yellow. Imagine your solar plexus chakra is cleansing to a crystalline chakra crystal. It's brightening, it's expanding and cleansing. It is awakening your conscious mind. We now represent the first, second, and third dimensions that are cleansed, cleared, and we are connected. We can allow information stored in these dimensions to come online. We'll inhale again, visualizing our yellow solar plexus cleansing. Apologies for the interactions or the disruptions. Keep breathing and focusing on your chakras. Now with our third chakra, our yellow solar plexus activated. This also representing the conscious mind and our first three timelines and dimensions. This also right at our solar plexus, our belly button, about 2 inches deep. Also correlates, it's called the monad, which is that conscious energy. And when that is awakened, we have the access to bridge these timelines. And when we bridge the first three, and the additional higher chakras, we are allowed to bring on our heart chakra and our mind as one. So we are activating all of ourselves when we bring on that monad, that activation consciousness. We are no longer subconscious to the things coming up into our space, but we are aware. We take responsibility. Our chakras are cleansing and awareness has come online. We are thankful for this. Most of humanity gets stuck at this space on the transition from the third to fourth chakras or dimensions. So I really want to take some time on this third chakra and make sure it's cleansed and cleared, only allowing pure intentions, pure thought from source, your higher self, your oversoul. This is where your intelligence knows the answers and knows your light body activation. It knows the blueprints and what you are designed to be. We'll inhale again. Crystallize your chakras, your solar plexus. Breathe in. Breathe out. Really use your breath to spin those chakras. So when you inhale, you're setting the tone for that chakra. And when you exhale, you're spinning it, cleansing it. Breathe in. Exhale and spin your chakra. Now with our first, second, and third chakras aligned and activated, it can now bring in information from the higher chakras. For each higher chakra allows the information to be received into the additional lower chakras. So you can be one and aligned. Moving up to our heart-centered space chakra. This fourth dimension, this space of compassion and gratitude. Visualize your heart space chakra as a beautiful space of vortex, an energy space. It is cleansing and clearing when we inhale and exhale. Ready? Inhale. Visualize and spin. We are opening our heart chakra. It is crystallizing and turning into that seed crystal, connecting to our vertical column. Our Kundalini energy is now rising up our vertical spine. It is winding around and spinning up our spine now, up to our fourth chakra from our base, from our root. We are now at our heart chakra, where it is cleansed and balanced. And we are thankful for this. We have the opportunity to serve others when we come from a space of our heart and authenticity. Our brain and heart coherence is online and harmonized when we come from the heart space first. Our dimensions and timelines are merging when we are aware of all of our chakras and timelines as one, cleansed here, no longer blocked. Now we are going to be moving up into our throat chakra, our fifth chakra. We're going to move up our Kundalini energy to our throat space and visualize the beautiful vortex energy space, taking our breath energy. Inhale. And exhale. Your throat chakra is spinning and opening and activating. It's allowing your communication to speak from the heart, to speak up how you feel. Inhale. Exhale. We'll inhale again a little deeper. And exhale, spinning your chakra. Our life force energy is cleansing. Our chakras are aligning and activating. We are now in our fifth dimension of emerging, allowing intelligence to come online. Our prana life force is activating. It is allowing that bioluminescence hue of aura body to come online, brightening. Now we are moving up even further to our master gland, our pineal gland. It is located between our brows, our eyebrows, and it sits just behind your eyes and is also referred to as your third eye. This is a very, very important gland, chakra, and it is correlating to the activation of this Kundalini life force energy. From the root to the top of our third eye, with it all aligned and activated, our pineal gland crystallizes. Let's breathe in and activate our pineal gland. It has a beautiful purple color. Breathe in. And exhale. Visualizing a violet gray shade coming from our crystallized pineal gland. Inhale again. Allowing it to spin and activate. Exhale. Many ancients have very tied awareness and knowledge to this pineal gland. You see it in ancient cultures and carvings on walls of the pineal gland representing a pine cone, hence the name pineal gland. And when it is open like a pine cone and it is not suppressed and closed off from all of these programs, allowing us to stay dormant, not awaken. But when we are awakened, your pineal gland is blasted open. It is the window of the soul. It projects your consciousness. This is the mirror of your soul. When we are aligned and activated and your chakras are cleansed and clear, your pineal gland is activated with crystalline, pure energy. Liquid plasma light begins to activate. The piezoelectric information streams down from our silver cord that we have been activating. It correlates to source. It correlates to multidimensional source, our oversoul, all information, all answers. Only when we are activated, though, is this accessed. Are we aware and aligned? That is the importance of this pineal gland being activated and calcified. We do not want this calcified no longer. We are going through a decalcifying state to awaken it, to brighten it, to cleanse it. Crystalline energy is within. Liquid plasma, bioluminescence energy is activating. Our oversoul, our higher self, our source consciousness, our God self, whatever term you may want to use, it is all the same. It is all one. It is connected. Our silver cord, our prana, Kundalini energy is activating. It is activated now. So to finish off the completion of our activation, we must move up to our crown chakra, where it is the opposite of that root chakra vortice cone, where the cone on the crown is the wide base is upward, allowing information in to funnel in. So we're going to be like a tunnel, a vortice vertex of energy, up from the root, out from the crown, all the way up, spinning around our chakras, spinning our columns, our spine, squeezing and activating like that. Example of the light we are speaking of, the glow stick, when you break it open and it allows that light to be active. We're visualizing now our crown chakra, the vortice opening, allowing information from intelligence source to come through. We'll breathe in here. We'll exhale. Now this deep purple color on our crown chakra is almost a white color because it is so cleansed and clear. We're going to be breathing this purple cleansed color again, activating, brightening, aligning. Inhale. And exhale. Now at this point, we are going to be sending out a declaration to only allow the consent we deserve, for the authority we have within is only allowing information from our highest source, from our God self, and where we are in total and complete control of our incarnation here. The thoughts that come into our space, the emotions we feel in our vessel, we are aware of these and using them as tools to activate higher. All the devices and blockages and implants that have been subconsciously within our vessel and on our chakras are no longer in control of us, and we are free now. There are no devices in control of us, for we are organic systems of light force energy, full of unconditional love. Our light bodies are full of our multi-dimensional energy bodies. Our liquid plasma of bioluminescence is so bright, it's radiating far beyond all negative agendas. And so it is done. Thank you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it all out. Now with our Kundalini, life force energy, aware, aligned, activated, we now have a responsibility for the information that comes in, to not just let it go by the wayside, but be aware. What information can it have for you to grow, to expand even farther up your Kundalini activation? For there are far more chakras off body. For the antimatter and matter chakras together equal the oneness energy. And we have just focused on just a piece of this. I would like to challenge everybody, if it resonates with you, to regularly practice chakra cleansing so that you are cleansed and allowing information from your highest self to come online. So no programs can distract the subconscious and block these energy systems, our chakra, life force energy. Perhaps a 7-day challenge, or longer or shorter, where each day you hold yourself accountable for activating your light body, so it is held in a high frequency state. When we all get together and hold this high frequency state, especially in a mass meditation such as this, our potential for greatness is far beyond imagination. The crime is not only decreased, the positivity is not only increased, but other souls have the potential to also activate their Kundalini energy. For we raise the frequencies of the planet, not just within. It is a wave of energy. It is magnetic, and it is undeniably able to be felt within souls who are as well as magnetic. Our hearts are magnetic. It is inevitable to be on this organic ascension timeline. The light is unstoppable, and once we feel that light and activate within, there is no other way. The heart has been activated, and it remembers how to be. The blueprints are activated. The light is the answer. The love and the light together as one. That is the mission and what we create as a oneness energy in mass meditation. Thank you for allowing yourself to be in this space to create beautiful timelines, to connect with yourself on higher timelines. Now I would like to do one more exercise for a Kundalini activation, and it is more of a cleanse than an activation. And it is a practice that you can use regularly throughout your day when you are feeling stressed or stuck, troubled, or just in a space that you would like to heal and gain more cleanse and clarity. As I mentioned before, we have had devices and implants programmed into our subconscious through products that have been created. So with this visual, you were able to visualize and unblock and uncleanse, or cleanse and unblock, all of those implants. It's a very simple visual where your visuals create the matter to be put into place. It is a very simple visualization where you visualize energy going up and around your body. Starting at your base of your spine, it's going to rise up your back. This energy, your prana, it's going to rise up your back slowly, but you're going to now be the observer of this energy rising. It's like a body scanning technique, where as you scan slowly up your back of your spine, be aware of any discomforts or blockages that may be arising. Going up the back of your spine slowly, this represents the masculine energy, rising slowly up the back of your spine. We now are at our shoulders, and right when you get above your shoulders, about to your lips, you're going to visualize that energy rounding down now to the front of your body. It is now going down the front of your chest, and it's moving down the front of your spine. And this is representative of the feminine energy that balances the masculine and the feminine together, creating balanced polarity. Visualize the energy going down your spine, on the front of your body. Slowly visualize any discomforts and body scanning of any possible blockages. And when you get to a space that may be blocked, or you feel any discomfort, set your intentions and say aloud or within that this space is now cleansed and cleared. It has no attachment over me, and all blockages are removed now. I am free, and so it is. Continue moving up and down your body in this round way. Up the back, down the front, slowly visualizing. With these visuals in mind of the energy going up and around, and the visual of our prana going around our spine, we are creating a visual of complex geometries that activate subconsciously. Our DNA can awaken when we have these geometric complex forms of geometries that are balanced and organized. The DNA recognizes these and continues awakening. They're just a few visual techniques to bring about cleansing of your Kundalini activation, your prana, and your chi. Thank you for doing these techniques with me. If any resonate, please take them into your day and use as you can to cleanse your body. Now, with the responsibility, being aware of these programs in place, I highly recommend to be very aware of what you put in your body, put on your body, from your thoughts and your emotions to the clothing you wear, the food you eat, the water you're drinking, the people you're surrounding yourself. We are taking a very important step into the winter solstice portal where we actively choose what we want for the upcoming future that we know, for timeline is no longer linear. The more we understand that timeline is no longer linear and is more multidimensional, we can activate even further and understand these complex concepts. The more light we become, you may also realize you may only require more light within. Maybe less physical food, more light energy, more liquid plasma to activate, for that is what we are returning to, that plasma light state of all knowing, all source. I thank you so much for going on this adventure with me as a oneness, humanity collective energy. We have magnetized and maximized our energy's potential to high frequencies. We have went into high dimensions where we deserve now some self-love and care as we come down into our bodies in the physical incarnation here on Earth. So please treat yourself with some cleansing water, grounding outside, take some breaths, and just treat yourself with love. For it is part of the programming as well to keep on the go and no longer sit with that space of being where we can activate our light bodies. Take the time and you will see the transformations within as well as outward. I thank you so much again. We are going to come into our bodies now. We're going to take a deep breath in. Hold it. And exhale. We'll breathe in one more time with the intention of sending love outward to all humanity and all those on this planet Earth. Then inhale now. We'll spread the love out. Thank you so much for participating and being a part of our journey here. I will end this meditation and we will rejoin next month. Thank you so much.